Hello, Capricorn. This is your November bonus reading. Thanks for joining me. There we go. Those are coming out. I hope you're doing well. So we still have that partial lunar eclipse, full moon partial lunar eclipse in Taurus. That one's coming out too. A fellow Earth sign on November 19th. And then a few days after that, we move from Scorpio into the sign of Sagittarius. Wow, you have this beautiful magician card at the bottom of the deck. You are manifesting, you are taking action, you are making plans, you are figuring things out and stepping into your power. And it's all with the guiding principle of as above, so below. So while you're Capricorn would never be considered naive, except for maybe in the sense that you assume or expect people to put in the same effort and the same amount of care and attention to detail. The Devil card is Capricorn's tarot card, and it's right. The devil's in the details, but you're not naive. But you have to realize that not everyone has that same drive. I don't know where that just came from, but that is it's just better to, it's not lowering your standards, it's just managing expectations. But I don't know, I just feel like you have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of plans, you're dreaming, you're trying to figure it all out. And I guess what's coming through is don't limit yourself due to fear-based thinking, or I don't know, I feel like you're having a little bit of a war between, is that too idealistic? Or should it's like bringing your authenticity into whatever this new thing is that you're trying to launch, or this new direction you're going in, or this new way of life. I feel like you're doing a redo, a mulligan, or there's an opportunity for one, and you really want to take advantage of it. And you're like, everything's on the table here, right? Everything's on the table. Everything's up for discussion. Everything. Whether you ever thought it would be, and not limiting yourself by thinking, well, there's certain things that are off the table. Nothing's off the table. And it's not that you're looking to cut things really necessarily, but you don't want there to be any sort of limitations, arbitrary limitations. Another major arcana, here we go, Scorpio. Strap in, Justice card, karma, balance. These things that you're manifesting and creating, this is a really strong entrepreneurial card. All the aces make up that magician over there. The Justice card says these changes will bring things into balance. It also reminds you to make sure you have the correct paperwork in order. But it also means you could be signing contracts or signing paperwork or signing up for things, making things more official, kind of solidifying that plan that the magician has been making and getting ready to move forward. There's some karmatic justice here as well. Karmatic, is that the right word? Karmic justice coming into play. This is Libra, so this would be, we were just in Libra from around September 21st to around October 21st. There are always a few days off, so somewhere around there. So something maybe that was happening during Libra season, but there's a real conscious effort behind what you're manifesting to be thoughtful and fair and balanced. Like, this is the kind of boss that really advocates for their employees to have a work-life balance and builds that into the business plan, right? And encourages people to take their time off, encourages people um, to have flexibility so that they can live their life and just be happier, more productive employees. The Four of Wands. Wow. Marriage, commitment, milestones, celebrations. Yeah. Okay. So if there's something, I feel like you might be planning a launch, and I think it would be a good idea to make a big to do about it. Um, Whether it's a virtual to do, or maybe having a core set of people and then broadcasting it, if it is like a marriage or an anniversary or a big birthday for someone, where it wouldn't be safe to have tons of people together, but you could have people that would quarantine and be careful, but then really include everyone. If this is a business launch, um, same thing. To really try to include, um, I'm getting a bit of a nostalgia, but not in a negative way, but having like how they have those shows that are like a reunion show, or yeah, I don't know where that's coming from, but I do see, how they at weddings they would have that wedding table that was kind of up high and it looked over the whole thing, like almost like a Comic-Con um, thing where people could come together, like a launch party. I don't know, but the Four of Wands is it's stability. It's a milestone. It's a very, very positive card, I guess we'll say. Definitely marriage with justice there. Seven of Swords. There's always going to be a fucking hater. There's always going to be someone talking shit behind your back, hoping you'll fail, that your success is your happiness, your success is somehow a direct assault, affront, I'm not sure what the right word, to their life. And, it's someone that really doesn't stay in their own lane, that's always looking externally for validation and likes to cut other people down to make themselves look better, which doesn't work. People who are out constantly talking shit about other people just in a petty way outside of, adolescence, I don't feel is a good look on people, and people will see them. It's like they will eventually um it'll come around to bite them. So here we have karma. Oh, interesting. So if there's someone who was just unnecessarily nasty or difficult or callous or selfish or whatever, somehow you're going to see that coming around and biting them. That's what I see. And, yeah, you don't want to revel in someone else's um, misfortune, but in this case, it's not misfortune. They brought it on themselves, and you're like, hey, that's what fucking happens. Two of Swords. There is a decision being made. There is a bit of a crossroads. I feel like you're trying to figure out the timing of something. Um, there's some last decisions. Like maybe you're trying to think. Oh, it's like trying to pick a name for something, whether it's a baby or um, yeah, just trying to. I'm sorry. Yeah, think of I don't know why a name is coming to mind. Maybe you think of rebranding, but a final decision to be made. Wow, these are really, really powerful cards. Let's pull some more. That one. Too many. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to pull 2 more decks. 2 of Wands. Yeah, so here's a decision. The 2 of Wands counsels you. Wands is energy, it's action, it's passion, it's enthusiasm, it's motivation. It's what makes us follow through. With that Magician, it's a beautiful energy, because I feel like the Magician is most tied to a fire sign. Whether that's true or not, that's the way I feel it. And then the 2 of Wands is like, okay, it's almost like one thing at a time. You don't have to do everything at once. But the 2 of Wands says we only have enough energy. What are the priorities in your life? And then making sure you're putting energy into things that are positive and leading you towards that goal, and letting go of things that waste your energy, like this crap over here with the 7 of Swords. And moving forward with the things that pay off. Here's that 7 of Swords again. Interesting. You have to you can't count on someone else doing the right thing for you. Even an employer, they're always going to be looking at their bottom line and what they can do. If someone, and when it comes to, say being laid off, or we can't give you a raise, it's always like, oh, psh, out of our hands, nothing we can do, no, nothing personal. But they expect this loyalty from us. So this is just reminding you, you're not a bad person for doing what's best for you. Oh, and it's something like, what do you love to do? What feeds your soul? What do you like to do when you're not working, that, I don't know, just really captures your interest, feeds your soul, or gives you energy, or you find fascinating, or you want to learn more about? Incorporating those things into your life. I see here you could meet someone. Now I'm getting a more romantic. You could meet someone around some sort of activity or interest that I was just talking about, that could lead to marriage, or to opening a business together. It could be your business soulmate. It could be your love soulmate, your friend soulmate. It doesn't matter. But the 7 of Swords coming up twice is informing the decisions you're making this month. And the 4 of Swords, so beautiful. The 4 of Swords brings you in. Can you see that? The 4 of Swords here brings you into peace, calm, healing, rest, less stress, meditation. It's your brain stops spinning for once, because you feel in balance with that Justice card. You feel good about where things are. Oops. Don't worry too much about competition. Here's your love card. 5 of Wands is, it could, okay, we'll take the 2 that, look at that. Okay, that one wants to come up. What's at the bottom? This gorgeous Sun card. Look at that. Vitality, virility, seeing things really clearly, an aha moment, a surrender. Fuck it, I'm just going to do what my heart tells me to do. Fuck it. I can't worry about, will it work? There's more competition. Is that person prettier than I am? Is that person, what about these people that will try to drag my name in the mud because they're 7 of Swords people that are just selfish and spend their time, instead of improving themselves, trying to improve them inwardly, trying to improve themselves by knocking other people down. I mean, the 5 of Wands is a card of, like, they're practicing, and they're learning as they go along, and that's okay. It's okay to not be great at something right in the beginning and to hone your craft and get better and better at it. It doesn't have to be a nasty competition. Um, it's it's the person that runs throughout the does 5Ks on the weekend to stay motivated to run throughout the week. But there's and it's fun and it's social and it's just a positive thing all around. But then you have those couple people that you would think they're in the Olympics on the turkey trot, for charity, and they are just complaining because, oh, the start wasn't right, or I don't think my time's right. And it's just like, fuck, for fuck's sake. But you can't, again, that's that Seven of Swords people. They're not worth your time and energy. So I think not to get deterred by the negative thinking about, oh, well, there's competition, everyone's doing it. There are very few. Who did I hear say this? I think it was Barbara Moore, she's very well known in the tarot community, and she's been behind, the Silver Witchcraft Tarot, the Steampunk Tarot, and she was saying with the Steampunk Tarot um, that she had the idea for it, but just wasn't sure that the time was right. But then there are other steampunk decks out, and I love her I'm not into steampunk, and I love her steampunk deck. It reads so well. Actually, all of her, I don't know what it is about her cards, but they just read really, really well. But she said there's everyone, there were other, you don't have a unique idea, but you have your unique spin on an idea. There are very few brand new novel ideas, and just because it's not completely novel doesn't mean that you can't do it and pursue it. But it's your authenticity and your spin on it that makes it different. Ace of Cups, this could be a labor of love. This could be a romance, a new emotional beginning, a fresh start. If you felt like your cup is empty and drained, no more. The Knight of Wands is just like, let's go. They're very excited. They're very enthusiastic. They're ready to move forward. The horse is playing and excited and ready to go. This is the honeymoon period. It's feeling alive and exhilarated. And the Fool, yeah, let's take a leap of faith, baby. It's time to do it. The surrender posture with that Sun card, just like, fuck it, we just have to go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. Like, what else can you do? And Capricorn, you are the cardinal earth sign, so you can move forward, and you're like, it's time to move forward. And the Eight of Swords, you are not trapped. You may feel trapped, but you are not trapped. The Eight of Swords always says what has been holding us back is ourselves and our own fears. Nothing real, but what our brain is running on overdrive and with negative thinking. Wow. This is quite the reading, Capricorn. I am really excited for you, and fucking go for it. That's all I can say is go for it. This is a yes. Take care. Bye.